Welcome back to the Cerebral Palsy and Fitness Podcast, everybody. I'm here with Donnie Person. He's actually a toon and anime content creator with a disability. So, Donnie, welcome.
I'm glad to be here, David. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on, brother. So, to start on this podcast, tell us a little bit about your disability and share with us your story and how you've overcome that disability.
I was in, so in the year of 2004 when I was born. I was born with cerebral palsy diplegia. And I grew up around I grew up around my siblings and my 8 or 9 other brothers and stuff. And I always wanted to be like them. And I think from the moment I was diagnosed with my cerebral palsy, I kind of noticed how all my other siblings, they would always be able to do this and do that. And I wanted to be just like them. So I had decided. I was like, you know what, Donnie, you all can do just as much as they can. So I just decided to start having surgeries and start, and I just decided to put in the work for it. Because I wanted to get stronger so I could be just like them. Just be able to do sports and just do things like just be active on the field. And after that, those years, I would say, yeah, I would say in the year of in the year of 2011, I had one of my first major operations at the Atlanta Children's Healthcare Hospital, and that's when I had my hamstring surgery and stuff. We get to work on my hamstrings. And before that, my first surgery was actually in 2007. Whereas I was getting some screws drilled into my ankles. That just try to help with my legs, because when I was walking, like even before the wheelchair, I was walking with my legs kind of bent, so it made it kind of hard and difficult for me to walk and stuff. And because of that, I had to have a couple more surgeries after. So So I would say Fast forward to the year of fast forward to 2010, I had another surgery when I was 6. And this was another one. Just to help with the bones and stuff. Doing kind of restructuring my bones inside
Right.
my legs. And they had to go in and start another screw in. And that helped, but it didn't help so much. So now fast forward to another year to 2014. That's when I started receiving Botox injections. With in my thighs, just to try to help on the surgery and stuff. And I had that surgery about, I would say, almost about 20 to 10 times. That same surgery, and it couldn't do anything. So this is why I reached a kind of I would say a little dark little era in my life when I slowly started to lose hope and trying to change myself. And I thought, you know what, hey, this is it, and I probably won't make it far, or like just be able to undo other things I want to because of this. And I was starting to give up, and it was after that. This is when I had found I had found an ad and stuff. And I heard about this place because a family member, she went and told me about in a place called the Shriners Hospital. In South Carolina and stuff, was the Shriners Hospital that I went to, and they had performed my first major surgery and stuff. And I was just so happy. Before I had the surgery, I got so excited because they told me that the surgery would be life changing. And my daughter, she explained it. I was so happy with how she did it, because she went into very good details with it and told me how like it can't remove the cerebral palsy, but she will give that surgery to my legs that would allow for my legs to become straighter, so it will be able to allow me to walk as well as it would for a normal person. So I got happy after that surgery, and once I had that surgery, everything was going good. Just for a month after I had the surgery, and I noticed in the summer after that surgery, I had to skip my freshman year of high school, and I had to try to work at home and manage my health at the same time. And during the process, I had developed a high blood pressure, because of the stress the surgery put on my body. Because I never had anything that big happen to me before. So from from the severe wounds and the pain had my legs, and it's like my body just went into shock, and I had to go to the hospital and spend a week there for the high blood pressure that I had developed off of it. And after that and stuff, I had to take a little break from the surgeries and everything, and I just remained in a cast for a couple of months. To after that, I had another surgery, and this was supposed to be just to fix for my leg lengthening, because during the time of me going through the blood pressure and stuff, it caused my legs to kind of draw back up, and my legs were starting to bend and cramp back into place and stuff. For me being so inactive and having to be in a hospital bed, and it just caused my legs to draw back up. So after that, I had that surgery to fix it, and it did the trick. But then I had another surgery in the next year after that one, and it was another surgery for someone on lengthening, because the first surgery it was to cut the bone and reconstruct the bone completely. Yeah, they had even added in plates and bolts into my knees and stuff. Yeah, but then they also put poles inside my foot and everything. Yeah, so I had my third surgery. It just gave me more strength and stuff. And my last surgery I had in 2022, it was in my senior year. Yeah, and that's when I had my surgery just to remove just to remove all the hardware out of my legs. Yeah, and once I had that surgery, everything was going pretty good there and there too. Yeah, but then if I go back to 2021, that was just another little bad period of time. Just developing other complications from the surgery and stuff, and just my lifestyle, developing diabetes and stuff like that. And I started to suffer with that and stuff. Yeah, everything was just going downhill, and I can say after that period of time, once I kind of went and rediscovered myself, I started to become a more open person. Yeah, and I decided to go out to just to go in the church, and some friends that invited me there just to go and be with them there, and they prayed over me and they believed that the Lord can heal, because the Lord, He works miracles and stuff. And I believe in what the Lord could do, and so I was uplifted, and it just feel like everything I was going through, it was just a little off my shoulders and stuff. Yeah, and that's when I found my new purpose and stuff. Because I used to spend all my time wanting to get healed from cerebral palsy, or I wanted to believe I could be
Right.
healed from it. Yeah, and I spent so much time thinking I could change it. But yeah, I never took the time to think. You know what? Like cerebral palsy is something that I have to live with for the rest of my life, and it's something that always be a part of me. So yeah,
Right.
I've been learning to accept myself for how I am, and accepting that cerebral palsy is a part of my body. Is and instead of seeing cerebral palsy as a curse, I saw it as I really saw it as my motivation. I saw it as just a way to want to better myself and want to use it to help inspire other people. Yeah, and from that point on, I went out to the gym, and I guess you can say I became like a celebrity at the gym, because so many people know me at the gym and stuff. Yeah, because I used to go to the gym in my wheelchair, and now I'm going there with braces on. So now I'm in the gym walking, and I'm telling people my story as I meet so many people who want to know about me, and I love to share my story with them. And
Uh,
then they even fast forward after that, things have got so much better and stuff, where I traveled out to North Carolina, because at the hospital, at Charlotte Hospital, we had a patient graduation, and I was graduating from the hospital, and there, and recently they had like a patient event where they were inviting all patient alumni there who was treated by them. And when I went out there, I was able to share my story, but also I got to meet other people suffering with cerebral palsy and other illnesses, and we got to talk and share our stories amongst each other. And I even helped them to inspire them with starting a new program, which is called like a patient mentor program, where you get to take in a patient and you get to mentor and just teach them like a whole new way of living after they graduate from the hospital. So I really been enjoying doing that and helping the community out with that. And yeah,
oh, that's
and
awesome. So,
yeah.
so Donnie, in the middle of all of that, like you mentioned, you've been through multiple surgeries, you've done mentoring, you found a comfort in religion. Was there a point in time where you faced adversity growing up, like bullying in school or around your neighborhood, just because you looked a certain way or you talked a certain
Uh,
way or you did
uh,
things differently?
I would say it has been. I would say my first ever bullying experience I ever suffered with. It had been in elementary school. When I was growing up, like when we're elementary, a lot of kids they don't understand, your circumstance or situation and stuff. Yeah, and I always been used to like little kids look at me or stare at me and stuff. I always been used to that. Yeah, but sometimes some kids they used to try to take my walker and stuff, and they would try to either imitate the way I walk or some people
Mhm.
would think I'm being funny or I'm dancing and stuff.
Um,
But
you and I have something in common. We both
uh,
dealt with the same thing, kids
uh,
wanting to imitate how we walk. And believe it
yeah,
or not, as adults, we still deal with that. Believe it or not, we live in a society where some people aren't
that's
too educated. You know.
that's not true. Cause I used to have like a experience with it even in high school. When I was 18 in high school and stuff, I remember when I was going to the bathrooms and stuff, and some people would make jokes, saying how would you use the bathroom and stuff. Even though the bathroom is really made for wheelchair accessible people and stuff, and people will make jokes and think I would have to do something crazy just to use the bathroom when I can use the job like a normal person would. Yeah, and thing about me is I always think 5 steps ahead of when I have to go into if I have to go into doing something that I know isn't set for me, or like isn't set to my accessibility. I would think 5 steps ahead on how I can work, how I can mend and work my way into it, so it could suit me.
See,
Yeah, but
one of the things that I've learned growing up is you deal with bullies with kindness, and you also
right,
use what they
right,
say to your advantage. Like now as an adult, when I used to be in education teaching middle school kids, man, these kids, I got to tell you, they
uh,
are honest as honest that they can be. And one time I had a student of mine, making fun of the way I walked, and he said something funny, and he's like, yo, look at Mr. Dave walking like a penguin, and I'm like, I might be walking like a penguin, but look at the grades in your grade book. They're all F's and zeros, and the whole class started laughing, and they're like, Mr. Dave, I do not have an F in the class. I'm like,
yeah.
do yourself. Here you go. Look at it.
Yeah. I like the way you did that. So like,
So
you
less talking, more working.
that's true. That's true. Yeah. He did basically was focusing on everything but the right thing. Yeah. He was worried about the way he walked, but he wasn't worried about the way his grades look.
No,
Yeah.
worry about yourself. Don't worry about other people.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I had something like that. Similar happened to me too when somebody would ask me, they were saying, why you walk like that? And some people started laughing. They were saying you walk like a zombie and stuff. Yeah, and I was like, hey, if I was a zombie, you would be the first one I attack.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things, people will say stuff, but you either can take it personal or come up with something witty to make it
Yeah,
clever and,
yeah,
and not let it bother you.
yeah, that's true. That too. Yeah, you could even sometimes embrace it and stuff. Like let me see, like like the best way, best way to ruin someone's joke. Like if someone were to go and make fun of the way I walk, then I would kind of support the joke. So, cause like I would even make fun of myself too. So then really the
Yeah.
joke doesn't have no effect because the joke won't have any effect on you if you don't feel ashamed by it. So basically, the people won't have nothing to joke about you with. Well, you're also enjoying the job. So,
Yeah, there's nothing that bothers someone more than when they see you being positive
yeah,
about yourself,
that's right,
especially with your body and your disability and about yourself. You know?
right.
And
If it's one thing about, one thing about like this growing up, that's experiencing bullying in the past, especially I would say especially in elementary school, because that was the worst phase that I experienced when this elementary that's being around so many kids and stuff and then having kids like acting like that. And actually, again, I remember one time I was going home from high school and stuff. I was sitting on the bus. And then my bus it was a little late, so I didn't get home till 5 o'clock that evening. Even though I usually get home around like 3 or 2. And as soon as I got home and stuff, well, not as soon as I got home, but as soon as I was on the bus, our bus had to go pick up some other kids, and I was the only high schooler on there. And as soon as they got on and stuff, I just gave the kid like a little wave and stuff. I just give like a little greeting and things. When one kid see me, their first question is, "What happened to you?" I'm like, I usually just tell people, hey, I'm born like this, or why you do this? Say, hey, yeah, I just give like a crazy cool story. But,
Or I'll go and be like, why? You want to find out and give them this creepy stare? Like, do you really want to find out what happened? And they'll be like, no, no. Oh, stop asking. You know? Because if you were that interested,
right.
you would ask me questions that would start my brain going and for me to answer to you versus, oh, what happened to you? Like, that's so generic. Like, go into detail.
Yeah, also the one they ask like they always ask how on like what happened and stuff. I'm like why just ask that? Like ask me a little more. Hey, I used to want people to ask me all this and stuff or ask me my story because I was always happy to explain. But even growing up, people used to be scared to walk to walk up or do stuff with me. Instead of I remember in school, when we had to do group projects and everything. I would be kind of the odd one out because no one want to pick me or no one wants to work with the way
Right.
people see it is nobody wants to work with the disabled guy. So I always either work with a teacher or I work with someone else who also has a disability and stuff. Yeah, but I was I didn't really get well known till like mostly till my 12th grade year. Yeah, when I had this decided because I spent all 4 of my years of high school in a wheelchair. And as soon as I got in 12th grade, I was like, you know what, I want to change that. And I decided to walk across the stage, in the year of 2022. And that's when all my classmates, everyone cheered for me. That was a big moment in my life right there. And so, just being able to do that. Yeah, and even throughout my whole journey of life, I've been living with cerebral palsy. I really did do some impressive things back then, that I never thought that I could do. And sometimes even some of my friends that I made along my lifetime, they even told me that it's been things that they see me do that they don't think that even a normal body person would do. Like I remember when I had climbed the lighthouse and stuff. This is when I was still on my feet, but I had this. They asked me how I was gonna get up the lighthouse stairs because I didn't have any like walking stick or anything. And I told them I was going to climb up the lighthouse, so I just got on like all fours and I just started climbing the lighthouse, so like, down the steps. And I was just going
Wow.
all the way up there. Yeah,
That's incredible.
and I remember once the first minute I got to that top floor, I sat down and stuff like I felt like a warrior who just got back from my battle. I sat down and I took a good picture of myself up there. Yeah, and all my friends and the whole class they told them that the teacher everybody told them to cheer for me and stuff when I did that because they were saying like it took a lot of endurance and a lot of strength to be able to do something like on that. But yeah,
That's
yeah,
so
yeah,
awesome, man. Like
yeah.
you've accomplished a lot, and you still got a lot more to go. Like you're even into
That's right.
um, toon and anime creation. So how did you get into that? How did you get
Oh,
involved in that?
yes. I say, yeah. That's gonna be a even cool story. Yes, I would say what got me into animation and doing tunes and design and stuff. I would say it's really been my passion. My passion for anime and drawing and things. Growing up, I always been a good drawer. And I always loved doing like hands-on tech work. Since living with cerebral palsy, I spent a lot of my time like I was kind of like I spent my childhood outdoors too, but but when I started growing up a little more towards and leaning more towards like the devices and stuff, I got interested in how things work. I wanted to I used to unscrew things and stuff, and I got even better there because I wanted to develop my own series, and I started writing and drawing and stuff, and I started studying on the way cartoons are. I love watching a good little superhero fight or a good anime fight where they have powers and stuff.
Right.
Yep, and what told me, I thought about it. I was like, you know what, I can go and make my own show too. So yeah, I started studying other animes and cartoons, and I would go and draw them on my iPad, and whatever the cartoon or anime does, I would go and try to draw that fight scene or animate it myself. Yeah, and then I would kind of learn from it just from watching it, so I can create my own fight scene. Yeah, but I even want to create my own show too. Where I star in a bunch of characters and stuff, or even people who I meet in my lifetime. I just like I go around a man and I go give him a story to work with. But but just doing animation, like it's a good little passion because I feel so much at peace. I feel so calm doing it, and just be able to draw and stuff, and just see how everything comes together.
That's awesome. So you definitely enjoy it. So it's what is the common theme to your creation, to your anime creation or toon creation?
I would say, the common theme is basically to help spread a little bit more peace and awareness. And one scene in particular, I have been on right now. The scene, where this boy, he's gonna be in a wheelchair, and I was gonna base his character off of me, you, and us. Yeah, so many other people living with our same condition, and I was gonna have a scene where he overcomes his cerebral palsy and stuff, and where people he has a group of friends who probably wouldn't really believe, they always say that they'll believe that he could get the wheelchair, but they aren't truly believing it. But they're just saying they believe it because they want to uplift him. But I think he knows that they don't truly believe in him, so he's gonna put in his hard work to show them that he can beat the wheelchair, and that he can also defy odds too. And he's gonna lead the wheelchair, and it's gonna be an impactful scene because I wanted to showcase how like having a disability that doesn't mean that we're bound to what that disability does, and it doesn't mean that we're supposed to stay in the same spot that we're at just because a disability says that we have to live with this or that. Because anybody with cerebral palsy, can change the outcome of their life, or they can even do things to better it. And
You're absolutely right on that one. I mean, that's all you can do is just keep
that's right.
building on that positivity, So,
Yeah,
Donnie, where do you be alongside all that work that you've done and all that project and that we encompass this theme here that we have going? Where do you see yourself in the next few years as far as doing what you're doing now? Is it something you want to come up with, like your own comics? Are there any particular artists you'd like to work with? That you like to work?
Okay. That's a good question. I would say, in the next few years, I kind of see myself, just going forward with my going forward with my show and my series. I was gonna work with a few little artists and stuff. Because I used to really love heavy metal and like rock music and stuff. Yeah, I love that kind of music. So I was working with some artists to see if I could if I could play some of that music along in my series. I was just gonna go out and do like a lot of just trying to find voice actors for my series, and then also I would say even in the next few years I kind of see some of myself even growing with my patient mentoring program. We're helping other people with cerebral palsy and other conditions on living a better life. I can see that program on furthering. Then and then also with even with that, I can also see let's get prepare myself for my college graduation. Because I'll be graduating college next year.
All right, congratulations, brother.
Thank you. I'll be graduating May of 2025. I'll have my
That's awesome.
degree. I have my degree in computer and IT and hardware. So I'll be a certified technician.
Hey, sounds like you're doing the right thing and you're proving a lot of those naysayers wrong, and we definitely
That's
appreciate
right.
that here.
That's right. I ain't gonna ever forget the day when the doctors believe that he might they're saying he might never be able to walk, or he may never be able to do this or do things like my siblings could do, and now that I see how far I came along now, even learning that the cerebral palsy, it was supposed to keep me from moving my hands or moving my legs, and not seeing that I came so far, it's just so inspiring. And stuff. Even when I see your fitness videos, I feel inspired of that. I'm like, see, cerebral palsy is not a burden. Yeah, see, because he's able to push his body. He's able to get strong and get some and stay fit. And you're able to do so many things. It was just inspiring since you being able to work out and stuff. And even with doctors telling us the limits that's we're probably supposed to place in our bodies, I'm like there isn't no limits. And then only thing that's limiting you is your mind, because it's all your
Is your
mindset.
mindset? Yeah,
Right. Yeah, but
that's right.
but I had a good friend tell me that. Yeah, but while I was going to the gym, so yeah, I had a good friend to tell me it's all just a mindset.
Yeah, it's usually how it starts. It's your mindset, and if you don't, the first person you should always believe in is yourself, and if you don't,
That's right.
then that's how you don't succeed in anything you do.
That's right. If you don't believe in yourself, then you want everybody to have that, just to have that passion for your own self. And even if you don't have any faith, because you have to have a lot of faith too. You just have to take a
Right.
step. You just gotta have keep faith and believe that that hey, this situation it can change. Yeah. Yeah, I praise God that I learned my lesson so long ago and stuff. I definitely even growing up I used to definitely lose my faith. Yeah, and I started believing in a whole lot of other things like for healing and stuff on my legs, believing in like crazy things like doing spells and all that stuff. I used to believe that was the answer. Or I even got asked by somebody. Somebody said, have you ever considered like amputation and stuff, like getting prosthetic legs? And yeah, but my family they told me that they were like, no. They think it's better for me to go the natural way, and still have to fight for my legs, and instead of going either way out, getting amputations. Yeah, because I always wanted, I did always want to get the easy way out, but I never considered amputation. I never thought about it.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, it could be very complex, especially when you don't understand it and you're
yeah,
concerned about what
yeah,
happens if you do it.
yeah, right.
Well,
And even with amputation, sometimes it leads to complications and make things a little bit harder than what they are. And then, I remember I remember when I first figured out what cerebral palsy was. All I did was research it, and all I did was research all five versions of it. It was five of them. I guess all I did, I researched its symptoms, and I researched what it causes. But then I researched treatments too. Uh,
right.
uh, it's also what kind of led me, to find out about on you as well. I have I have another friend. I think who I met on Instagram, I seen your podcast on his page and stuff. Yeah, on his stories. I have watched it, I was like, oh, I gotta meet this guy. Yeah, see, and I'm saying, that's why I went and reached out to you stuff. They
That's
want to tell
right.
my story.
Yeah, but I've been doing this for years, and it's probably the
Wow,
best investment I've done.
wow,
So it's always great meeting new people and getting to know people and building those
yeah,
networks and relationships. And it's been awesome. So,
they're
and it's
right.
been awesome having you, though. It's been awesome having you on today, man.
Yeah. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I got to be here and stuff. Cause I was thinking about. I always think about this podcast all week. I'm like, well, I can't wait to do the podcast and enjoying it.
Yeah, man. Well, where can my listeners find you? Like, where can they find more information about you, your work?
If they don't find me, they can find me. On my social media like Instagram, on even Facebook. Yeah, and then also I use Twitch too. If they watch Twitch or anything from Twitch, I also do like on gaming and streaming. Yeah. I have like a little streaming career. That's why I play video games and stream from that.
Awesome, man. So I'll definitely put down the links in the description so we can have some of our listeners follow you, man. And thank you
Uh,
for being on, brother.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Yeah,
your
I'm
time.
glad. I'm glad I got to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And if you guys want to listen more on this episode, you can find it on iTunes, Spotify, and every other major podcasting outlet out there, including YouTube. And until next time, thank you, Donnie. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Thank you, David. Yeah, it was good getting to meet you.
Yeah, same here, and it was good having you, man.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah,
for your time.
yeah. I'm glad I got to be here, and I was just so glad to meet you, and so glad to share my story. I was so glad to hear from you too. You definitely been inspirational. And so,
Thank you.